no water, no mud, just nice easy going riding.
Okay, that wasn't easy. 40 degrees maximum today, and it's already saying 29.6. It's going to be a hot one. The stealth or electric bikes, or really any electric bikes for that matter, probably prefer the colder conditions than the hot conditions to help prevent overheating in both the rear hub motor and the controller. So we're going okay now. It's had a bit of a cool down and we'll just keep going. We're going to get to this track very soon. I'm going to take the easier way too, just so I can conserve a bit of time, conserve a bit of battery power, and also avoid the amount of time I spend in the heat out here in the Australian bush, I think. Rather large heavy duty closed gate. There's no track around there. There's tracks surely elsewhere in the bush it goes around. Now I could choose to go under the gate, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to head all the way straight to where this is going, and that is an old quarry. I want to go this way across there. Now as you can see, there's no track right there. That's just thick bush. But just a little way back on the top of the hill, there was an off track. We'll go and have a quick look down that one. Come downhill on this trail and it's still heading downhill, so it's about to disappear down a rather steep hill down this way, and I think I'm headed to where I want to be, but I can see there's some kind of a clearing down there. I'm not too sure what that is. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put the drone up and let it go and have a look for us before I go down a very steep hill in this heat and have a lot of trouble getting up with the bike overheating and cutting out. That would be a bit of a problem, so I don't want to get myself into real trouble. Well guys, so here I am drinking hot water out of the Camelback coming through the tube. Not particularly pleasant drinking hot water. I think we're up around the 35-36 at least by now, so we're just going to head back the way we came. And as you were just seen in that drone footage, if I would have continued down the bottom of this hill, I would have gone straight into an operating quarry in a private area. So that is not something I'd like to do, and particularly I have no choice but to turn and come back up this really rather rough rocky hill. It's the last thing I want to do in these conditions. So let's turn around and let's get out of here. Just back there's some concrete ruins of some old structure, and I guess this is a bit of a clue, having a fenced area here with a gate, even though the gate's broken and open, and possibly that's from dirt bikers. But we're not going to do the wrong thing, at least not any further than what we've already done, by just going through that gate and having a bit of a look. Let's go this way. Guys, even the motor temperature on the drone, it is quite hot. There's little cooling fins there on the bottom, but wow, that's the controller underneath, and just like the e-bike, the controller gets very hot, and that's the controller for the drone system itself. And I can tell you that's burning my fingertips. It's very hot. So we're going to give the drone a little rest now and just head a little bit further down the trail. Hopefully there's a lot of downhill from here, and we should be okay to make it back home out of this place here. I'll just quickly show you one little thing I did get, and that is this cover. Now it's not a genuine DJI nose cone. This is an aftermarket nose cone off Amazon, and just have a look how this thing fits on. This nose cone, aftermarket, covers the camera but also the whole top nose of the drone, locks the camera in place, doesn't move, protects all the front of that, also the sensors of course. So that is absolutely brilliant, and highly recommend that. And get rid of the little fiddly genuine camera cover that comes with this. Protect the entire front of the drone, including those all important sensors. Okay, drink of water. It's not easy in a full face helmet, remember? Okay, a bit of that life-saving hot water right there. And let's get going and get out of here. Now, this is an excellent bit of fire trail. We've ridden this one a couple of times now. And I think it's well used by the motorbikes as well, because at the other end of this is that incredibly steep climb. Now the direction we're going downhill. Now in these temperatures, when it's up around 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 36, 37, possibly 38 degrees Celsius, you talk about wind chill. There's definitely wind, but there's no chill in it, that's for sure. I definitely do not want to puncture out here today. And this is one awesome bit of single track. Let's look at that ahead. Look at that. Well, it's not single track, it's single road. But wow, it's a lot of fun. Starting the downhill descent, and it gets a little bit steeper just down here. What a great downhill run. Definitely saving battery power by just using regen braking and nothing else. The heat's probably affecting me thinking straight. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm a little bit dehydrated despite drinking this nice hot water. So I'll drink some more of that. We'll get ourselves home nice and safe. Our buddy over in the northern part of the world where it's full of snow, freezing cold, Justin from Stealth Life. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, mate. It's all for you. Cheers, buddy.